Welcome to United Radio, home of the UMFL, United Madden Football League, building a Madden community one brick at a time.
Y'all know what time it is. It's Rosie, and we're back with another edition of the UMFC Radio Podcast. What a time to be alive. Yes, Rosie's here talking about the latest and greatest in Madden, the UMFC community, and of course the UMFL League and the Fusion Football League. We got two of them jokers now. I am actually graciously hosting one of the greatest Madden characters I've ever met. I actually hate him, so I have to give him really good compliments like that. But I am joined by the commish himself, RocLo. Rock, what is going on with you, my dude?
What's the word? What's the word, Rosie? And what's up, UMFC community? How's it going?
Yo, I'm so happy to finally get you on here to talk a little Madden and, crack on you a little bit because, your T-shirt choices, how you dress and stuff. I mean, Leet could probably take a few notes from you or whatever, but we need to go back a few weeks right now. I believe me and you did have a matchup, and we didn't get to talk about it. It was a close one. You had me on the ropes. What happened, man?
Yeah, I thought I had that one. It was actually back-to-back games. First, I had Chief. I thought I had that game, and he beat me with a deep bomb pass to take the lead late, and I couldn't get back in there. And then I had you, and it was a fight. It was a dog fight. I thought I was going to pull it out, but you had a little some action going down there in the red zone that I couldn't stop. And it just wasn't meant to be. I see the rematch going a little differently, though, so I'm looking forward to it.
Ooh, shots fired. Let's go. I love to hear that. Yo, so let's fast forward now to where we're at now at this time. We are currently in week 10. I'm chilling with a bye. You are chilling at 6-3. Got the Patriots this week. But before we get into the nitty-gritty for the UMFL, RocLo, just take me into it, man. You kind of birthed this thing up. I talked to Mac early in the year. I talked to Leet. We kind of went through everything. How's your how you feeling about the league so far as we're halfway through the inaugural season?
At this point, I couldn't ask for anything better, man. We started this up. We didn't know where it would go. Mac had the vision. I was there by his side to help execute it. And from there, we just hit the ground running. We got the UMFL. We got that full with people waiting to get in. And then I just expanded the vision that was initially there. And I said, why can't we build something bigger? And thus the UMFC, the United Madden Football Community. So I said, let's try to build it to the point where we could take our waiting list and flip that into a second league. So I hit the ground, did some recruiting, did some talking with some other league staffs. Not everything was a good fit, but eventually I ran into my man Blackpaw. We sat down, we had a discussion, and we figured we could do something good. So we took him, his staff, and his core group of guys that he had. We took the UMFL waiting list. We combined that together into what's Fusion Football League. That just kicked off, and they're in week 2 right now. It's full as well, with people waiting over there also. So I'm loving life and how everything is playing out. I got to send thanks to Leet for his help. I got to send thanks to Mac. He set the ground and the framework for everything we have built here already. We got J-Fon on staff. I'm not really sure what he does, but not everybody, you got to have some dead weight somewhere. So, but yeah, shout out to you for the radio show.
Hey.
Leet for his media. Everybody's been pulling their weight, and it's been a beautiful thing so far.
Hell yeah, man. Fantastic. It's been great, man. I mean, just the other day, I believe the Discord, the UMFC Discord, is over 100 people on there, man. It's amazing.
Indeed. And not long into this, we might have been in week 2 of UMFL, and I had a talk with Leet, and I said, look, my goal here is by Madden 20, I want to have 100 people in this Discord. I think I even ran that by you. I said,
oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, 100 people by Madden 20. here we are, about 5 weeks away from Madden coming out, and we're already over the 100 mark, and still moving forward. I got in my head, I have visions of other things. We just popped up the MUT room, the Madden Ultimate Team Talk room. That's not really my area of expertise, but I'd like to see that grow for all those people that are into it. And we got the head-to-head challenge room, where eventually I expect Leet to answer my challenge and get on the sticks to play me. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But it's just I'm all about growth, proper growth. I think we have a solid foundation, and we'll build from there. I'm anxious to see how things go when we actually get into Madden season, because we built this all in the off season of Madden. This is a down period for most leagues and most communities, and here we are, 100 people deep and moving forward. So I'm just excited for Madden 20 and what that's going to bring for us.
I couldn't have said it better, man. It's really exciting. We got 5 weeks left till Madden 20. Did you get to play the beta, by the way?
I did not. I was out of town when it dropped. Even if I was in town, I probably would not have played it. I'm more of a pick it up and hit the ground running kind of guy. Madden 19, I until sometime in September, and my first time turning it on was for a league game. So I kind of just dive in. I'm not really I'm not a practice guy. I'm not a try this mode, try this, try that. Just pick it up, start playing, and let's get to action. So I didn't play the beta. I heard about it, and we'll see when it actually drops. I'll be on it early this time around, but I'm anxious for it. Should be fun.
Oh yeah, true. I mean, you definitely aren't a practice guy, not really a winning guy either. So it is what it is. We love you still the same. But yeah, no. So let's take a look at it. Looking at the standings here, of course, I shouldn't be number one. Jonesy is had 2 sim losses with his crazy schedule, sitting at 5th overall at 6-2. The Falcons are 6-2. The Falcons are run by who are they run by?
Solomio.
Yes, look, boom, crushing it, 6-2. I mean, you're the commissioner, you're supposed to know these things. And then we got Beast with the Browns, 7-2, and Skins, ya boy, is number 2 at 7-2. And we talked about it on the review show, and we'll probably continue to bring this up. But that NFC West is loaded. We thought it was going to be the AFC West, but the NFC West is loaded. The AFC West does provide a showing at 6 with Leet, the Denver Broncos at 6-3. Minnesota Vikings, 6-3. That's the JD 68YCC dude. And then 6-3, the New England Patriots. Grab my pocket. Hopefully he can keep it up. He had a big week this past week. Of course, you got Gil Garza at 6-3, another crazy baller, and then the Steelers, who are run by Dre, right? Dre, yep, pulling it up, and he's tied, of course, with you, the Tennessee Titans, and Mac, the Los Angeles Chargers, and Betts, who is also in the AFC West at 5-3. We got some crazy talent in this league. Looking at the standings, what sticks out to you?
What sticks out to me? Going into everything, I had Jonesy as the man to beat. If you can't beat him, you're not getting anywhere. I've witnessed it firsthand. I've been in the conference with him a time or two, and any playoff run I've ever had was quickly squashed by him.
Right, though.
So I love that division with him, Gil, and Skins your boys over there, right?
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to the matchup between Jonesy and Skins your boy. I don't think they've met up yet. So I'm looking to see how that goes, if they can actually get on the sticks to put a game together. I know Gil and Jonesy had a game, and Jonesy kind of shocked Gil on the first time around. So
they're supposed to play this week. And it looks like Jonesy's might not be able to fit it into the schedule this week.
Exactly.
Oh.
So I would have liked to see what Gil have for him on the. I might not be able to see that now, but like Leach said, both wild card spots look like they're going to come out of that division.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to see some kind of matchup between those three teams again, likely in the playoffs somehow, some way. And I'm interested to see who can take down Jonesy. I really don't. The NFC East, the Giants, they're coached by my brother. He's leading that division. That tells you all you need to know about that division. It's not a good one. They're tied with the Cowboys, who just beat me down. So Cowboys might be a late season push. They might shock some people late. The Falcons, I think they benefit from a weak division, beating up on a lot of their homeboys that they've known for a long time, and a lot of it's been a couple of switched up teams in that division. The Panthers, I know, switched coaches mid-season, so I don't. I have to see it to believe it. Show me a Falcons matchup that's solid, and then he'll make me a believer. So I'm looking at the NFC West. I'm curious what the Vikings can do against stiff competition. We all know he'll have the rule book by his side, so that won't be a question or an issue. But yeah, I think NFC, it's Jonesy, and then it's just a matter of what his division mates can do to knock him down. AFC, the Patriots over there at 6-3, but they had a midseason coach switch as well. Convolk was the coach, and he had to step back due to some internet connection issues. He would have been interesting to see what he could put together, but now with this new coach, and I believe I got them this week on my schedule, so we'll see what they're made of.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that one for sure.
Yeah. Then that AFC West, you got the Chargers. That's Mac, and I played him not long ago, and I put the beats on him. It was shocking to me. It was I just couldn't understand what was going on with him, but I think he'll pull it back together. And him, Leet, and Betts will battle. It'll be interesting at the end. If I had to pick it, I'm calling Mac wins that division by the end of the season. I think Leet's frustration will get to him in some of these games, and he'll just kind of fall apart. So in the end of the season, I'm giving it to Mac. And then Beast, like nobody's talking about him, nobody's saying a word about him, but he's 7-2, and I think he could run with anybody. So if I had to pick, coming out that AFC, I like the Titans. That's just me. We'll see. We'll see how everything shakes out over there. But I like my chances. You obviously, you're undefeated, so you can't say anything disrespectful there, except a couple of lucky games I win. But I'm sure I think me, you, and Beast, I think we'll make some noise in the playoffs come time. And I think it wouldn't shock me if Betts missed the playoffs. Shockingly enough, it wouldn't shock me if he didn't make the cut. That's my hot take. Betts misses the playoffs in the AFC.
That's rough. That would be one of note for sure. But I mean, that being said, we got a lot of crazy matchups that are going to kind of take us into Week 10 and beyond. I do want to get into those matchups before the end of the show, but real quick, just want to get into the stats here, the player stats. I know that I am incredibly surprised to be second in passing yards, but I mean, you got the Eagles still leading in passing yards. So with the new owner, switched it over, still leading in passing yards. Betts is leading by 200 yards in the run game. Julio and Jared Goff, the connection no one ever knew that they needed is what's happening right now. These elite high ball, Penneth, it's got Odell Beckham second on the receiving yards list. He's got C.J. Mosley leading the league in interceptions, but Zach Cunningham with Beast, just like you said, right on his tail. And Skins Yo Boy took Devin Bush all the way to 12 picks already. Absolutely insanity. Denver's pretty much dominating the sacks and interceptions. They got Carlos Dunlap with 15 leading. Someone sent him a lineman in a trade, and I'm not going to talk about that person, but he didn't need any help there.
Right.
And then you got two Saints, an Eagle, a Chicago Bear, and a Minnesota Vikings leading the tackles list. So you got a good spread out of stats here. Marcus Mariota's got 2150 right now in the year out of Baltimore. The Jets are doing their thing, 2,200 yards. My boy Alex got Josh Allen over the 2,000-yard mark, and Derek Carr in LA with Gil Garza doing their thing. I don't like seeing all these elite stats, so hopefully, he's a first-round exit, and we can just move on from talking about his skill set.
Right, and you know what's not being spoken about. I know Leet was touching on Todd Gurley with the 6.3 average, 1,000 yards already, but I look at David Johnson, 16 touchdowns coming out of San Francisco, and that's going to be key. He's finding the end zone like crazy.
Jeez.
16 touchdowns. Yeah, he's not to be slept on with the running game. He's got 831, 5.6 average. But he's a touchdown machine, so that if you can't stop that, those 49ers are going to be a problem.
Oh, that is 100% facts. Wow. Yes. I mean, another shout out. Skins your boy. Yo, I might have to hit the head-to-head challenge window. Slide in one of those challenges real quick because I got to see what this boy's got because obviously he's doing something right. But we'll see how that goes. Y'all can check the Discord for that in the future. But, yo, so this week, I think we got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 incredible matchups this week. How lucky are we? We got Mac playing Betts in their second game. I think Mac got the better of Betts in the first game. So they're going to be playing the second game in Oakland. I want to get your prediction on these, but I'm going to go through all of them first. You got Salmoff with his first real challenge on the road against Beast.
There it is.
That's that challenge you were talking about. We got some lame dude who owns the Titans going against the Patriots, who are 6-3, coming off a big win. And then hopefully the matchup we are all waiting for will somehow get to happen. Jonesy and Gil Garza, the rematch. To come back from that shock factor and see if he could make noise. So, yeah, let's get into it, man. Mac's playing Betts. You got Mac?
Mac's playing Betts. Can Mac shut him out on the season? Mac's going to shut him out. Mac's going to sweep the season series because he's coming off a bad loss to me, and he's just got to get things rolling back. I got Mac taking him down. This will be one of those games that's going to end up keeping Betts out of the playoffs. This will be a bad tiebreaker situation with him and the Chargers come playoff time. So, yeah, I got Mac coming in strong, taking Betts out.
I like that. I would have to be inclined to agree with you there. Let's go into this next one. Salmon versus Beast. You know, I'm not even going to touch this game if there was a prediction box concern. This would not be my pick of the week. This would not be my gambling line. There would not be any involved with that. I'm going to just grab my popcorn, hit the Twitch channel or the YouTube channel and watch this Joker because Beast has got some skills. His defensive side of the football, he is ridiculous. But Saul's been doing well, man. I know he's been beating up on some people. A little bit lesser talent, but we will see. What do you think?
This is the exact test that we were talking about, and just like you, I'm very interested how it goes. The Browns only allowed 12 points a game, I believe, first in defense in the league. Ooh. So yeah, can the Falcons string something together around that? I don't know. Their offense is kind of middle of the road. The Falcons 15th in the league in points scored per game. 23rd in the league in total yardage, 23rd in passing yards. So you bring a pedestrian offense against a top defense. I don't know if it's going to work out too well for Saw, but Saw's defense is no slouch. So maybe we'll have a defensive battle on our hands, and Saw could pull something out. If I'm throwing money down, I got Saw getting run out the building, Ooh. Beat the brakes off him. Yeah, I think he's down by at least 15, 20 points by the end of this.
Oh, man. That's like me and you playing against each other this next coming week. I mean, it's going to be the same type of thing. Going to run you right out the building, but...
Yeah, something like that.
But yeah, no, so we're not going to make a prediction on this Patriots-Titans game because, honestly, we really can't at this point. Patriots are coming off a blowout, but they're a new owner, and they're going against you, which means that either you're going to blow them out or it's going to be a close and you're going to lose. So, I mean, that's pretty much how it goes around RocLo's neck of the woods. But let's get into this last game. All things being equal, Seahawks, Rams, round 2, Jonesy Gil Garza. If it gets to be played, who do you got and why?
If it gets to be played, and I hope it gets to be played, can Gil come back and redeem himself? I would hope so, but I'm going to say no.
Ooh.
I'm going to say that Jonesy he's too much, man. When you figure out what you need to do to take him down, you just can't do it. Gil has a solid offense, the second in the league in scoring, first in yardage. Like he can move the ball, he could put up points, but it's just something that Jonesy does that you can't get around it. His defense frustrates you. He does what he needs to do on offense, and until I see otherwise, I can't give him a loss. Can't give him a loss here. His 2 losses are sim losses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's undefeated, and until somebody actually beats him on the sticks, I'll put my money on him until I see otherwise.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's the thing is I know one thing when it comes to Madden and playing in SCFM is to never, ever, ever, ever bet against Jonesy. It just doesn't work out in your favor. Never seems to. So it's one of those things where we just wait and see. Hopefully it does. If it does, me and Lee will probably get on the broadcast, be commentating that joker. I'll probably go on to one camera. He'll go into another, and we'll get inside the game and really talk about the X's and O's during it. But that's just one of those things we got to pray for. I know we're going to be broadcasting yours and John's game, Patriots, Titans. Me and Lee will be broadcasting that, kind of giving you guys the play-by-play. Going inside the very small, there's a lot of space in RocLo's mind, the very small mind, but like the brain area where it should be, there's a lot of air in there. But, we're going to get in there. We're going to talk about the games and stuff like that for that matchup, which should be good. I
have a special shirt I'm breaking out just for that game. Lucky shirt I'm going to be wearing. So I'll be ready.
We're going to need a photo for that. We're going to throw that up on the stream so that way you guys can check that out. So that way he's got the lucky shirt off for the game. But, we're winding it down here. It's just another week enjoying the game that we all come here to play, the game that we love. We're about 5 weeks away from Madden 20. So we're grinding, getting, we're in the grit and gritty part of the season, headed towards the playoffs. We'll start next week. We're going to start talking playoff matchups and scenarios and things because after that, after this weekend, we're going to have 4 weeks left in the season, and that means that the playoffs are going to be a week and a half away. So we're getting closer and closer every week. But RocLo, I would like to formally thank you for coming on to the show, man.
Thank you for having me, man. It's been a long time overdue. I've been trying to throw you different guests to put on this show in my place so I could stay off the mic, but I finally made it. And as I close out here, I just want to send love and respect to my man Mac Daddy once again for setting the groundwork and the framework for everything we got rolling right now. Without a solid foundation, nothing can be built. So I want to send a shout out to him, to Black Poor, and everybody over there in Fusion Football League and how they're running that properly. I'm loving how that's kicking off. And shout out to everybody I got on staff helping out to build this to be a better community for everybody out here.
Absolutely. Well, so for guys, you can follow the league at the UMFL on Twitter. You can follow Fusion Football at 1FusionFootball on Twitter, at the number 1 Fusion Football on Twitter. And then under their followers list, you can follow me. You can follow RocLo. You can follow Black Paul, the guys that are running that Fusion Football League over there. So be sure to share the video to everybody. We're going to be posting on the radio show to everybody. Make sure you share it on Twitter as well. Let's get back into it, guys. It's the UMFC. Let's go play some Madden.